Woo! That was a game to remember. Full of ups and downs, full of referees being softies, and the Leafs come away with the 4-3 overtime win over the Chicago Blackhawks. Enter 3-0 on the season. Let's break this thing down. Now, it really was not a good start for the Leafs. You know, they didn't look good. They took some penalties. They really didn't look good. And, got to pronounce this guy's name. Jan Rutta scores the first goal to make it 1-0. Then, Taves makes it 2-0. And I think Rutta's goal, or one of the guys' goals, was greasy. It went off Mitch Marner or something like that into the back, and that's just stupid. And it's 2-0 Chicago in the first period. And you look at that, and you're like, oh, it's okay. This team, the Leafs can score, but it's still early. Nothing happens the rest of the first period. We're like, okay, gotta score at least one in the second. Well, Nikita Zaitsev comes through. Beautiful, beautiful passing. Calle Rosen back to Connor Brown. I think fires it across the ice, or Zaitsev fires it across the ice to Connor Brown. Connor Brown back to Rosen, quick back to Connor Brown, and they're keep passing over there. No one cares about Zaitsev backdoor. Zaitsev slides in. Connor Brown threads the needle. Beautiful pass. 5-hole on Anton Forsberg. 2-1. Chicago at the time. Now, I understand Anton Forsberg was in the net. Corey Crawford was not. But they chose to make that happen. And the Leafs still got to get the win. Now, we go into the second intermission. Leafs down 2-1. We come out in the third. Leafs all over them. Going crazy. Power play Chicago. Richard Panik scores, and he looks into the crowd and just gives them one of these, one of those. Yeah. Former Leaf, obviously, just giving it to the crowd. But who gets the last laugh? Well, we'll get there in a second. Connor Brown fires a puck. I don't think Forsberg even saw this, and it goes into the net, making it 3-2. Now, Panik scored. And this was with 13 minutes remaining, but it's a 2-goal game. You're facing Chicago. It's going to be tough. Connor Brown scores. It's a 1-goal game with 7 minutes left. You never know. Not even 3 minutes later, Tyler Bozak fires a puck to the net. It hits JVR's skate and directs into the net, making it a 3-3 game. Let's break this down real quick. So like I said, on Nikita Zaitsev's goal, Connor Brown and Calle Rosen get the assist. Calle Rosen's first NHL point. And then we look at Connor Brown's goal assisted by Zaitsev, and Ron Hainsey grabs the assist there. And on James Van Riemsdyk's goal, Tyler Bozak and Morgan Riley grab an assist there. And a whole bunch of craziness. Chicago hits a power play late on just the referees. I don't even know what they were looking at in this game. Dink. Oh, that's a slash. That's a slash. I'm going to put my arm on your shoulder. Oh, holding. That's a hold. They were all over the place today. There were moments, there was like 2 or 3 4-on-4s in the same span. There was no 5-on-5 hockey for a matter of like 5 minutes, because it was just penalty after penalty after penalty after like little tap and slash. And I'm like, for both teams. I mean, not just saying it for the Leafs. The Leafs were getting some rough calls, but Chicago is getting some rough calls too. And then again, late in the game, Chicago gets a power play with like 3 minutes to go. It's a tie game. No way. Leafs kill it off. Freddie Anderson with a couple big saves that we needed. He wasn't making the big saves early on. The team bailed him out, and he made big saves late in the game to force it into overtime. And then a couple 2-on-1s, but the one that mattered, Austin Matthews and then Jake Gardner. Austin Matthews holding, rips it, almost barred down, but it was just underneath it, just rips it. Just gorgeous. And then, you know, Patrick Laine's celebration is always like, he always does like one of those. What does Austin Matthews do? Same deal, overtime winner. The lane watch. You got to look for that, people. When that celebration pops up, you got to get the lane watch coming. Because Patrick Laine is watching. When his celebration pops up, he's watching. But the Leafs get the win in overtime, 4-3. Amass fired up with the lane watch celebration. Second goal of the season for Patrick Laine. Everyone's pumped. Leafs are 3-0. Chicago's beat teams 10-1 and 5-1. And the Leafs beat them 4-3 in overtime. That's what I'm talking about. That's beautiful. Now, one thing I want to talk about is Freddie Anderson. 3 goals on 21 shots. Has not been sharp over his last 2 games. I have a feeling he will get the day off against New Jersey. Maybe not. I'm not sure. It's not a back-to-back, so maybe he won't. But he's been a little shaky over his last couple of games. Again, he was really good in that Winnipeg Jets game, but he was rough against the Rangers, and he was rough early on in this game too. So, we take this, we enjoy it, and we move on. We're pumped. The Leafs are playing well. They've won 3 in a row. They're 3-0 to start the year. We're watching Montreal lose pretty bad. It's a lot of fun. And, it's great. I'm loving this right now. But the Leafs are going to hit that wall eventually. Hopefully not a big one, but they're going to get a loss. Now, what do they do after that is the big question. But before we start talking about that, Leafs play New Jersey on Wednesday. Now, it says expected Corey Schneider and Freddie Anderson. That's what I was kind of going for there. And Corey Schneider is a very good goalie. And New Jersey, again, with Nico Hischier, with, Taylor Hall, obviously, and a couple new guys that they got this season, they're not a half-bad team. They're 2-0 to start the year. They've been playing some good hockey. Again, Leafs are 3-0. They're 2-0. This is going to be interesting. Someone's got to break the streak, right? Someone's got to get a loss in them. The Leafs did it Chicago. Overtime loss, but they gave them a loss nonetheless, and the Leafs are 3-0. So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this gorgeous, gorgeous hockey game. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this game and this video. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the game. Who'd you love? You know what? I wasn't opposed to Rosen and Borgman. I thought they looked pretty good out there. But let me know what you guys thought about them. Who was your star in this game? Other than Austin Matthews, OT winner. Overall, who was your favorite? And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night, Raptors edition, as they are taking on the Detroit Pistons back at the Air Canada Center for their preseason matchup against the Pistons. And Leafs edition, Wednesday, like we've been saying. New Jersey comes to the Air Canada Center to take on the Leafs. 7:30 puck drop. The Leafs look to go 4-0. Let's keep this rolling. Talk to you guys then.